Ooh, hey, hey. Hope things have been good to decent with you today. Well, a lot's been happening. For example, I'm still bald. And because I'm bald, that means I get to wear this a whole lot now. Yeah, no, that I bring a lot of stuff, kind of forget about it, and then reintroduce it back in. But, yeah, that's the whole shtick and spiel sometimes. Just, damn. Like I said, I still never know how to, like, do these things. I don't ever want to do a script, but genuinely, I'm thinking sometimes, maybe I might need to. But today's general topic is just fatigue and the fear of failure. Make sure you got something to drink. Make sure you got something nice. Just don't forget to hydrate. I know my happy jolly butt is still going to be up tonight, especially after you watch this. But I'm going to talk about something that is genuinely on my mind a lot, about just a whole lot of other things. This might be like a reoccurring topic, especially in the future or from the past, whatever the hell it might be. But oh, I need to make an announcement too. So, as the age verification stuff is encroaching upon us, because today is either the 7th, well, it's the 7th of August for me. If my YouTube streams start to get affected, I will be seeking out alternatives, and I hate to say it, depending on whatever the hell, we just might have to be okay with that. But like I said, fatigue is just, it's like at an all-time high. I'm 22, right? It's weird. Like I said, I don't feel 22. I guess I look like it, whatever the hell, right? But why the hell are a lot of like the stuff that we look at, do, or shit even say, just feels like it's the same? It feels like the same. It feels like we've already seen this before. For example, video games is just like, you play something and it just feels like you've already played this before, like Souls-like games, for example. Not a lot of people know this, but my favorite games are, I mean, I have a crap ton of favorite games, especially genres, but like the ones I turn competitive on to like a degree, and I'm never competitive unless there's a prize that I genuinely want, is fighting games and racing games. But it's just like, not even those games. Like I said, even Souls-like games still feel the same. Or you play one game and it's like everyone is like genuinely having a lot of fun with it, but then you go and you play it and it's just, it's boring to you. I know games cater to everybody, but it's like a lot of the AAA stuff, because think about it. This is also going to bring in like the fear of failure too, and I'm going to expand upon that later, or maybe my segue into it, but we're going to try to like rotate this shit in like a circle, you know? But like a lot of AAA games, what they do is just, I don't know, it makes me sad, because I remember whenever, yes, I know I'm gonna bring up, yes, whenever I was a kid, or back in my day, all this other shit, especially for like the younger viewers, like, dude, if I took y'all to the shit that we had back then, or maybe y'all even played some of the older shit, y'all can actually like sit there, attest, and be like, yo, some of this shit was good. But hey, there's still, I'm not gonna be a negative Nancy, hell no. There's still a lot of stuff to look forward to, but it's just, in like a general buck, fucking fly. Okay, that's not a fly, that's a moth. I'm stupid. But yeah, I look at some AAA games or just some games in general, and like I said, it's just like, I think I'm gonna like wait, or I'm not gonna play that, and it's just I'm good, and it's just safe. Not really nothing to it. Like indie games are carrying the fucking industry like they always have been, along with some AAA games. I ain't gonna lie, but it's like if I ever do make something, I want it to like stick around. I want it to be memorable. How many times have you played like a genuine good game, but it's like you forget about it? Or even the same thing to movies. I mean, the thing is that yes, if you deviate, if you don't go with what is working, for example, like starting up a fucking YouTube channel, the stuff that I do is very me-esque, and especially trying to do that for like a long time is like, I'm even gonna go as far to say like in the long run, yes, it'll pay off, but just getting there and a whole lot of other stuff is just genuine agony, because you're not doing what everyone else is doing. And sometimes I even have like the struggles, the thoughts of just like, I gotta be like everyone else. But it's just like, if it's something that doesn't line up with what I want to do or whatever, yeah, I'm gonna feel pretty crappy about it. I'm gonna be like, I really don't want to do this. But then people are just like, no, you wanted to choose this, you gotta be like everyone else or whatever the hell. And it's like, yeah, but it's just like, you're like a carbon copy, you're like cardboard. Eventually you get flat and stale and you lose the flavor. Okay, if you genuinely fucking eat or choke on cardboard, I mean, kudos to you. Like I said, you can eat anything you want. You can eat burnt shit. That doesn't mean eat niggas, but yeah, you can eat burnt stuff. It'll just taste bad, but you won't go starving. Yeah, I need a drink to that. Jesus fucking Christ. If this video gets flatlined, GG. Oh yeah, that's also another thing for people, especially new, old, whatever the hell. If I say GG to something, that just means that's a tragedy, or dang, that's good game. Pack it up, bro. Just pack it up. It just means like my condolences, sincerely. What, should I just start saying my condolences, or should I just say GG from now on? Either way, it sounds tragic. Like, imagine like someone tells me like, Jay, my mom's kind of homeless. She's been drinking all my Coca-Cola. She's been doing so much coke. What the fuck do you want me to say, bro? I'm scared for and I'm scared with you. What do you want me to say? I'm genuinely gonna tell you it's gonna be better, and I'm gonna be sitting there up and down going, I hope it's better, but what the fuck you want me to do? I call CPS. Who the fuck knows where your ass gonna be? You probably gonna be somewhere fucking posted up in like an American gulag. I don't know, tooting it up, just trying to like fight for your honey buns, your glazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but this is when GG comes in. Bang bang. I'm sorry, I got my feet propped up. Like, my feet are genuinely effed up right now. I think I have like an ingrown toenail on both my feet, so I am like double fucked. I would be like a blatant crackhead, and I've done this before, where I would grab my knife, peel back like a lot of the fucking skin, and then just remove it. But I'm a bit lazy right now. That's also another thing too of why I'm just like fucked in some regard. I'm just trying to figure out some type of fucking monetization besides the job and shit. But you also got to be careful with doing the jobs and shit, because like I said, they can look up your shit or whatever, but that's a topic for another day. I do feel like I shouldn't be fucked over in that regard, unless I'm posting some absolutely crazy and apparent stuff of like, y'all can already fucking think. And yes, I'm addicted to fucking grow a garden. So if you hear that shit in the background, I'm joking. I can't say I'm not, because y'all will literally pull up receipts on my ass and be like, bro, look how much time you've been on this. Bro, look at what you've been doing. And it's just like, shit. I don't know what to do, man. I just like the game. That's it. Most of the time, I just gather my shit so that way, I can just have shit for y'all. I don't really play it for me majority of the time. Like my brothers, or if y'all hop on and y'all ask me, I still won't forgive you for robbing me, Caden. I still won't forgive you for robbing me. I'm joking. I kinda can, but just like from now on, whenever I see you in some games, I just harbor like a little bit of like some vengeful shit. I rub my hands together and be like, I'm gonna protect you. But after I'm done protecting you, victim time. Rob me again. Rob me again. Rob me again. No, I'm playing. That's definitely a GG moment. But like the fatigue is like, I watch horror and I watch a lot of thriller stuff. Y'all probably already feel like this, especially if like the younger or the older audience, whoever you might be. Cause the thing with me, when I was a kid, when I say I am so used to so much stuff now, even me thinking about it is, I barely get disturbed by anything because I did nothing but watch so much fucked up and disturbing shit as a kid. And before some fucking troglodyte waltz in talking about, see, this is why you need to have the child protective acting. Shut your bitch ass up. Just shut up, bro. Cause guess what? This shit gonna affect you too. Talking about, yeah, just show the ID and shit like that. Data breach, everything else within reach. Guess what they doing? They're literally gripping. Oh, okay. Don't actually grip your nuts. Don't. I dropped my shit. Fuck. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. Please do not grip your fucking nuts. But they're gripping your balls or your fucking cooch, whatever the fuck you got on you. I'm not discriminating. They are straight up gripping your shit, gripping your ass, and they're putting stuff from the front to the back, and you're just going, yes please, as they're gripping your shit, bro. They're gripping your shit, and you got your fucking hands in the air going, government power, government power, government power. 13% of us minority artards, government power. 13% of us advocating for at least minimum 50% of fuckery. We're throwing signs and shit. Fuck you. If you're a woman, I hope you grow a mustache. If you're a dude, I hope you're fucking hairless. Damn. But. What is it? There's another thing too. I talked with my friend briefly about like GTA 5 out of all things requiring age verification or some shit, and I'm just like, you gotta be joking. That's actually gotta be a joke. This has to be a joke. Verification for GTA to play the fucking game? Yes, it's a double-edged sword because it's like, little Timmy, you know your ass ain't supposed to fucking play this game. I mean, granted, when I was a fucking kid, I got M-rated games, but you know what happened with me? Yeah, sure, I was a toxic asshole or whatever to a degree, but I wasn't like, as I got older, I just relaxed out. I was just chill. I fucking hop on a game, probably talk some shit or whatever. But what I don't fucking understand is like, let's just say you go to the GameStop or what the fuck ever, and oh my god, yes, I know this is why this shit is in place, but bro, what I'm trying to say is like, imagine you already buy the fucking game and you're being told you can't access it because of this thing in particular. and there's probably no way to get a refund, no what the fuck ever. And your other alternative is verify this shit, cock and balls in hand, and we got you. What I mean by cock and balls is pretty much like give them your ID, whatever the fuck, and GG. GG. Probably like 3 months down the line, you probably get some money in your account or whatever the fuck, and it's just, I feel good. You probably try to go buy yourself an ice cream. Insufficient funds. Insufficient funds. You look at your account, your shit's in the negative. And it says that you bought a fucking lifetime subscription to Cornhub, bro. Excuse me? What? What? Data breaches and shit. We have a right to our privacy. We have a right to our genuine privacy. I wouldn't give that shit up for fucking anything. You're not going to shaft me. Tell me I gotta be okay with it. How would you feel if I pulled up on you, did that shit to you? You wouldn't feel very good with you, would you? And I got a gigantic lemon pepper stepper. Yeah, actual GG for me saying that shit. Please don't crucify me for this, y'all. I'm just no comment. But the other caveat that goes in with this is I'm gonna go back to the major topic of bullshittery that is everything just feeling the same. The only games I genuinely even like, or some shit that I feel even contempt with, like stuff just coming out, is like either the stuff that's already refined. I'm only talking about like the bad and the good stuff, of course. My bad that I keep fucking talking in a loop. My brain is moving at like 50 kajillion miles per hour, so I'm already screwed in that regard. But you boot up a shooting game, because I remember watching Game Ranks or Game Bolt and some other stuff earlier, and they were just like, it brought up a really good topic of just like back in the 90s and shit like that, it was mascot games. The 2000s and 2010s, it was military shit. And then the 2010s to the 2020s was fucking, I forgot. And then now it's just like, what the fuck is we doing now? We're literally halfway into 2020 to 2030. We're halfway, my bad, we're literally like half a decade from the vid, if anyone remembers. That was almost a nasty burp. Like, I play Fortnite and it's just like, literally, my second game on, I grabbed a win. The weapons just felt busted. The bugs were like, I was like, okay, cool. And I mean, I'm gonna upload some stuff later, but all I did was just RPG, start trapping, started clapping, nigga shit. That's all I did. That was all I did. And my friends are just like, hey man, I kind of don't like this season. Like, a lot of our expectations is just, we kind of don't have any anymore, because let me go into movies again. Horror feels the same, genuinely. It's like you can predict what is going to happen next, and you just sit there like, oh wow, it turned out the killer was her brother who tried to fuck her and some other shit, and you're like, disgusting, but okay. And then this also transitions, like I said, into just the fear of failure. A lot of these people play it fucking safe. But the thing is, whenever they go outside the bubble, it's with so much genuine terrible shit that you get these fucking fanfic fuckery. And don't get me wrong, some of it can be good. It's a lot of good and a lot of bad, but people are able to decipher which is good and which is bad. For example, Call of Duty versus fucking Battlefield. Battlefield looks like it's going to literally just like slap belt to ass on COD at the minute. I'm fucking addicted to the beta. That shit was genuinely good. I'm gonna upload some shit on that too. And then I go and I play COD, and it's just like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fucking sweat lord myself, but I look at some of the people I play against or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, I'm kind of getting tired of like all this bunny hopping, all this other fuckery, because what they don't realize is that, yes, there's these advanced mechanics, all this other fuckery, but it's just like, I used to be underneath like the belief of when playing any game, right? Think about it. I'm considered unk, which the fuck I'm not, but imagine someone my age, 22, right? Or someone a little bit older, whatever the hell, right? Someone that's like my age, if not older. You've been playing games for like the same amount of years that I have, and you're still ass at it. Which, honestly, there's no problem with. If you don't want to improve your game, what the fuck ever, hey, that's cool. But let's just go say you boot up a PvP game. You gotta understand. You have to understand. I'm literally on both sides of this, right? You have to understand. In a PvP game, you're gonna deal with tryhards. Without a shadow of a doubt. If there's a slide mechanic or whatever fucking mechanic, people are gonna find a way to abuse it and get that advantage on you because, well, why the fuck not? And for casual players, it's just like, what is it? My fucking thing was like, people would get on other people's asses and be like, oh, this is unemployed. Oh, you're such a sweat lord. Go get a fucking job. Go do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, bro, you're at work making fucking money and shit. Which is cool. You fucking need it. You genuinely need that shit. What the fuck else is this dude gonna do? Sometimes some people don't stream. Some people don't do what the fuck ever. And my excuse was like, nigga, you're making money. My headset kind of fucked up. I just realized my fucking accent makes me like roll and slur some of my shit a whole lot, and it might fuck me over in one regard one day, and that's going to be a genuine GG. But at the same time, like I said, if you're going to boot up a PvP game, you're dealing with people who have played games for years or whatever the fuck, or they're just naturally good. You gotta accept that. You gotta accept that 50% of the games you play are genuinely in your own control, and the good 25% and the other 25% are going to be games you're going to win no matter what, and then games you're going to lose no matter what. When you operate with that mindset, I want to say things will go easier, but sometimes it can also be worse. But if you're just playing like a multiplayer game that's like co-op or whatever the hell, it's like some things feel the same. Or we're gonna go back to fucking movies, corporations, whatever the hell. Once something like happens, like fast food, just all of it just feels the same. Remember back in like the 2000s? Now, if you're like younger, I mean, GG still. In the 2000s, like fucking McDonald's, for example, when I was a kid, yo, that shit was vibrant as a mofo. The Taco Bell, like everything else, was just like, you look at it and it was just like, yo, of course I'd want to go there. And then now it's just like, I pull up at some of these joints or so, and it's like, you look at it from the outside, I'm like, damn, it's like y'all kind of lost the color, I guess. Like, if you straight up strip away the logo on some of these places, would you be able to tell who is who? Probably based off the colors, but that's about it. If you colorblind, super GG. God damn, my actual condolences. And I know some colorblind people, so. If it wasn't for that damn logo telling them that this is a McDonald's or a Burger King, shit. Or just a lot of the ads, like even YouTube has kind of become like the new cable, and some of the ads that roll out on there is just like, remember back then how like some of the ads would genuinely be on some crazy like getting your attention type stuff, and then now it's just like they all feel the same. They just feel safe. And yes, I know safe just, they didn't really take like a risk, a gamble, no nothing with it really. And yes, even extending that towards doing YouTube is just, you're essentially taking a gamble on yourself. Shit, you could probably do the same thing as everyone, but you couldn't, like, it's a gamble. It's 50-50. You don't know till you try it, or you go into doing something over and over and over again, and it's just like, you just gotta take different approaches. And yes, even I deal with the fear of failure. It's just like, I don't want it to be mainly like, I just don't want to lose myself is what I mean. Whenever I mention doing YouTube and a whole lot of shit, I don't want to do something to where it's just like, if I don't do this, I'm fucked. It should be just, I mean, you also got to be realistic too, but that's something for another day. I'm gonna use the bathroom extremely fucking quick and I'll be right back. I wish I could edit this out, but pretty much like once I stop. Oh wait, yes I can. Haha, motherfucker. Alright, I'm back. Part 2 of whatever the hell this is. We'll both know once I title this, but we grew into this fatigue because of everyone just being so fearful to just fail. And sometimes literally failing means just the end of something. For example, a lot of our favorite companies, our favorite IPs, or etc. is just like, sometimes they just lose the appeal, sometimes they lose like the X, Y, and Z. Like the biggest thing I can also equate it to is like FaZe, for fucking example. Everyone and their mom, and even me to a degree, whenever they started doing the rebranding and stuff like that, whenever they started cutting off a lot of people, like I still remember this from like years ago. It was just like, I wanted it to be like more of the gaming stuff because that's what I was truly into and stuff like that. And whenever they said, hey, we're gonna reorganize it to do this other thing and etc., and I was just like, wait, what the fuck? Yo, this isn't what I came here for. Yes, I was a little bit stubborn. Granted, I was younger too. But over time, I grew into it, and I was just like, you know what? These guys took a chance, and it paid off for them really well. And eventually, over time, I grew to like some of them, and I was like, yo, okay, cool. But, like I said, not everything pans out that way. For example, there's been like multiple fucking creators that do 2K or some shit. They all try doing some stuff together and then things go fucking sideways. Or some of your favorite groups of people, maybe they might do one thing and it works off well, and then sometimes it just doesn't. That's just the way with like anything. And the crazy thing is, yes, I can admit this too, I'm delusional. I'm going to keep trying and doing stuff until it fucking works. I don't believe in failure most of the time, because when I sit there and I really think about like X, Y, and Z, it's like a fucking flip. It's like a switch. Once I do get something, or I start working on things or whatever, it's like, yo, you can become extremely logical about it and be like, if we do X, Y, and Z, we take into account for this, that, and the other shit. We should have projected numbers for blah, 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 blah. But also at the same time, I've learned to just go with the flow. I'm going to start bringing in like another game, or just like a game thought, for example. For example, you're playing fucking Ready or Not, or you're just playing like a shooting game, whatever the fuck, right? Or something realistic, and it's just you sit there in anticipation, and it's just like, yes, I get it in real life and etc. Or not, yeah, even the same thing in real life, yeah. It's just like, yes, the person who plays defensively, or shit, even the fucking fighting game, it's like if you play defensively and you try to like think too much, what ends up happening? You don't account in for the factor of the dude just barging in, fucking gripping your shit whenever you have barely any time to fucking react. Or sometimes you can probably meet them in the middle of the road, and then that shit can turn into a conundrum. Or maybe you're too aggressive, and then bam, they get you in the defensive side. It's just like, do you know what you would want to do in like some cases? You feel very fucking unsafe about it. You develop this over time where it's just like, the more and more you do something, it just turns into a reflex or something into your toolkit, right? Let's just say I'm going into a room, there's unknowns, but I definitely hear some voices or whatever the fuck. I could probably just stand still, think about my approach or whatever the fuck, but like I said, most of the time people forget to account that, oh, door opened, saw me, fuck, everything I was thinking about going out the window. I'm not used to pressure. This the editor, I'm dead. No excellence. No, just fucking throw your flash in there. Maybe there's probably like 4 guys in the room, right? Take out 2 of them. The other 2 are probably panicking, whatever the fuck, because it's like, whatever you're thinking of, they're thinking of the same thing too. So you got to take that into account. My shit is just fucking unpredictable, and I like it that way. It's just pure and utter fucking chaos. The only way you can probably contend with that is absolute fucking order, which majority of you fuckers don't have, or someone who can equate the chaos with me, if not more fucking chaos. I'm great at controlling the chaos that I'm producing. If it's just like horrendous fuckery chaos, I can kind of thrive in it, but I will struggle too. But it's just like, the more and more you fail at something, the closer you get to something. If you think about it, you go from that 1% chance to 2% the next time you do it, to 3%, or you take into account of just, what the fuck didn't work? Let's keep probably doing, and yes, like I said, some people can't afford to fail once you get to a certain point with things, and yes, I understand that. But then it becomes to the point where it's just like, things become too stale, too stagnant, and that's not always a bad thing, but I know some people are like ambitious as a motherfucker, so you always gotta look to like doing shit outside the box. Like, look at rappers, for example. Look at Lil Wayne. That dude always adapts to the new shit, and he's just always on top with it, so shit. Or even NBA players like fucking LeBron, or I just realized I'm saying a lot of black people shit, but it's, you still understand it, is what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you do. If you don't, and would love to be educated about it, I'd be more open to talk about basketball and some other shit, or whatever the fuck. And even speaking about stuff that you don't know, it's just like, don't get me wrong, yes, you do need to do a little bit of research, at least have an understanding or some withal about what the fuck you're talking about. But you learn through trial and error, and you actually have to be open with it. Like, if someone says I fucking suck at something, or if I'm bad, for example, if I post fucking Battlegrounds content, someone says I suck or whatever the fuck because I use lock on, or just probably because I got my ass whipped or whatever, and it's just like, or I do one bad thing, it's just like, I genuinely want you to fucking explain why this one thing is bad. And if you can't do that, it's just like, I'll be slightly upset and mad for like a minute, and then it just fucking goes away like that. I carry on the rest of my day like, man, I got other shit to do, I'm fucking chilling. Yo, fuck you. Yeah, pretty much. And man, being bipolar is a bitch and a half because sometimes it's just like really uncontrollable. And like I said, the fatigue is just like, it's like doing streaming, for example, right? If you do it every single day, unless you do it in like short spurts, then it's like, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be alright. Because you do it in short spurts, you got the energy for it. But you try to stretch it to doing something long, and it's just like you have so many spots that are in the middle to where it's like gray, nothing really going on, you're chilling. Some people come for the chill moments, some people come for like the chaotic moments, whatever the fuck you want to come for. And I can be able to provide both of that. But it's also, I feel like sometimes the quality does diminish in some regards. And yes, I do need to edit my shit, but that takes up like a long time in comparison to just like you can just shoot something out and then bam. And this is whenever I say like the fucking fear of failure comes in. It's just like, how many times have you like worked on a genuinely good video or whatever the fuck? Or let's just say I make fucking Nigga Note part 2. Yes, I actually have like another part 2 coming in, believe it or not. I gotta work on that. But it's just like, you work on something well and you want it to be recognized, this, that, and the other shit, and you deal with the gambling part of just post, and then it doesn't really go nowhere with it. And yes, I know it sounds like a briefly, no, I'm not even gonna say briefly. It sounds like an entitled thing to a unfathomable degree, but I'm not owed that. I'm not owed anyone's time, no nothing, and neither is anyone owed my shit. It's just like, we really mesh, we really rock with each other because we choose to be like that. We're all chill with that, you know? And if someone wants to like come in and mess with that, they will be dealt with. Hold up, I gotta make that shit harder. My bad. Flashier. Snap. Yeah, it's just like we just choose to like mesh together well because we fucking choose to. I had brain fog, so give me like a second. My brain's like, but it's just like, I kept thinking for like the longest time I gotta be like everyone else, do whatever the fuck else, but it's just like, it's not really me. And yes, it'll take you longer and etc. to get there, but just the people that stick around genuinely mean a lot more, and you realize that you mean a lot more to them too. It's a nice thing, it really is. Like, I always find myself thinking, I want to be more like me, not like fucking anyone else. Because I like who or what I am. And then other people are like, why the fuck can't you be like this? Why can't you be normal? Why can't you be X, Y, and Z? And it's just, in my case, I've tried that. That shit's stupid. Some aspects of it is stupid. Some other parts I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I can definitely be that way too, but vast majority of it is just, yeah, I'm good. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you want me to expand upon this more, let me know. And like I said, I do have horror shit coming. Please just hang on there with me on it because I fucking love you. And I will absolutely go back to Baraska and some other shit. It's just, I've been doing a shit ton of experimenting, and I'm like, okay, we can still experiment, but just like keep in rotation some of the things that you have been doing already. So, you see what I'm saying? It's like Autobots, we rolling out, we thugging out, we blacking out, melanin out. If you ain't got no melanin, well, here's some melanin. Joke's on you, I just made you make it clap. You're a victim.